guys, and welcome back. So as promised, I said that I would show you guys my garden, and we have 4 chickens. We got 4 girls, and where I live it's considered country, so I can have up to 10, I think, but a couple have died off. That's Big Booty Trudy, that's Carmilla, that's Goldilocks, and that's Opal. Yeah. Yes, they have names. Big Booty Trudy's my favorite. She's the biggest chicken we got, and she doesn't know that she's that big, and they pick on her, and so that's why she's my favorite. All right, so here's the garden. I'm gonna go in. Make sure chickens don't go in there because they create a lot of havoc. So let's start over here. So this is where we started. I bought these water tanks. They work pretty good. The only thing is that they heat up really hot when it's hot. And the soil gets really hot and the plant really gets distressed. Onions, I got dill, rosemary in this bed here. And then I got onions in those 2. But these are the beds that we started making. We made them out of 4x4 pre-treated, and then I just put a old 2x4 at the top to kind of tie it all in together, and they're screwed down. This bed has tomatoes in it, and these are big boy tomatoes. This bed over here is our cherry tomato bed, and it also has, these are like baby slicers. Doing okay. I rescued these, so it took them a while. I mean, they were looking pitiful. I always say rescue when I go to get plants. And then this bed has our big boy tomatoes, and then this is a yellow pepper plant, but something is eating it, and I don't know what it is. And it's kind of, I don't see any aphids or anything, so it's kind of a mystery. I did see a white mothy looking thing on there a couple days ago, but I don't see anything now. So, but yeah. And then these 2 little beds here, this is mint. We planted that this year. I had a double bed right here that was all mint, but it got choked out from creeping Charlie and grass. So we did plant a new one, and this will be its own bed, and it can grow as big as it wants to and spread out. These 2 pepper plants here are jalapenos, so I'm really happy with them. They're doing really good. Oh, and there's a potato bug. I gotta squish it. Sorry guys, it's kind of nasty, but when all you got is your hands, that's what you use. All right, and then this bed here, these are pickling cucumbers. I should say, I do a lot of canning to overwinter. Get out of here. Look at these guys. They think they're gonna come in here and snack on my food, on my plants, but they're not. And they should just about be ready to put some little baby cucumbers on, but I don't see any yet, but they're getting really close. All right, and then this bed here, I rescued 2 snow pea pods. That's one there, one here, and then another pickling cucumber. Rescued that guy. He was all by himself. It was sad. Soil was all dried out in the little container and everything. So we brought him home. And then this area here is where we had to move all the dirt from the old beds so that we could make the new beds. Yeah, it was a lot of work. And then these 2 beds, I ran out of 4x4, so I used fencing timber. That's what that is. It's okay. It's fine. For what I'm doing, it works just fine. And then this guy has lavender and purple coneflower. So this is going to be a flower bed. And then over here is 3 blueberry plants, and they all have new growth. But they were looking like this guy. This guy has new growth on him, which I'm really surprised. So he's doing really well. And he's got some newbies, but he was dying. Yeah, so I rescued him too. And those are doing good. And then the strawberry bed, I had one, it was like 3x3 bed before, and all these strawberries were in that one little bed. So I made this 8-foot bed, and then I spread the strawberries out. They were angry with me when I transplanted them. They were not happy. They don't like to be messed with. That's the only thing about strawberries. Once they're in a spot, they love it. It's like, leave me alone. And this guy, he is surviving, I'll have to say. I didn't think he was going to make it, but yeah. And then there's a little runner that I planted right here to make, there's a little strawberry plant in there. And you can see we just had a downpour, so. And then this bed over here is going to be our asparagus bed, but the little 3x3 bed that was here before, the squirrels got into it and dug up all the crowns. So I'm going to have to get new crowns next year. It's too late now. It's too hot to be transplanting anything like that. So we're not going to do that this year. And then this extra bed that was next to the flowers, I'm probably going to do like beans or something. I'm not really sure. Or more flowers. I got plenty of options. So next year, instead of like cucumbers and peas, it may be tomatoes, and it may be beans over there. So I have a lot of options to kind of move stuff around. But yeah, so it was crazy because before we had a 4-foot by 6-foot bed there. So there was one there. There was one 4x6 here, one 4x6 here, and then one 4x6 there. We got rid of all the 4x6 beds and made all new ones. And I'm absolutely loving these because I know they're not going to come apart. And we reinforced all the corners with rebar and drove it in, and then screwed it all together too. So those guys aren't coming apart, not like the other ones. So the other ones I used brick, and I can show you those. What are you guys doing? Huh? They're so loud sometimes, you know. But that is the garden, guys. It looks like a home and garden kind of garden. I mean, I absolutely love it. Yeah, we did a really good job. It took me 2 weeks. I started a week before last week, and it was even hotter that week. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. Let me get the water off these chairs real quick. Okay, there's the pool. Trudy's my favorite girl. She really is. She's such a little sweetheart. She lets me pet her and stuff. Don't ya? Well, look, they're all following me. So these are the garden blocks that we got from Home Depot, I want to say almost 6 years ago. And then you just put 2x4s in there, and you can stack them, and then you can rebar those too. Well, I was in a hurry. I did not rebar them, so they bowed out and the beds were falling apart. So that's why I had to redo them. What's going on, Trude? All right. So let's check some eggs. Oh, we got 3 eggs. And we usually get 4 eggs a day. Trudy is an afternoon layer. Aren't those some pretty eggs? Different colors. Let's see if I come over here in the light. But guys, if you're a city girl, there is nothing like a pasture-raised chicken egg. I'm telling you, the yolks are darker than what you find in the grocery store. So if you ever have a chance to eat some farm fresh eggs, highly recommend it because they're delicious. Whew, and it's starting to heat up. And there's Boo Boo. All right, guys, that's the tour. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and we're going to go in.